Hi, I'm Keith Swafford with O'Reilly Media, and we're here at Strata Hadoop World 2013 in New York City. And joining me is Eric Silver, founder and CEO of WebKite. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you, Keith.
So, WebKite, you're a startup, you're here at the Startup Showcase. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what exactly it is that WebKite does?
Sure, Keith. So we looked back about 2 years ago, and we saw that a lot of people were building the same application. You go to events like this, half the people would say that they were Yelp or Airbnb for some new business concept,
Right.
and just realized there had to be a better way. So if there have been 1,000 different content management systems, we're the 1,001. But I think that we're also the first one to recognize that the way that people are publishing profitably online is building sites that have faceted search, that have an ability to sort, an ability to compare, and an ability to choose. So we're making it so that anyone who has a spreadsheet can go and publish their own Yelp in the same day.
Okay, so you're almost kind of you're taking what may have been complex so far, maybe still is, I would say, and you're simplifying it, you're bringing it like to the masses.
Well, the nice thing about talking to you and your technical audience is that most people listening to this know what a CRUD app is.
Right.
And they know that it's not just because it's create, read, update, delete. They also know that you call it CRUD because it's not very much fun.
Right.
And so, I think, an interview question we'd ask would be, have you written a CRUD app before? And the right answer is yes. And what did you learn?
Right.
And then the next question is, what would you do next time? And the right answer is, I would never do that again. Because there are so many different operations, from creating all the different editing pages, beyond what scaffolding offers you in some languages, really trying to go and create that ability to go and change a faceted interface, to be able to create a new algorithm on the fly, to be able to identify a URL structure and keep a sitemap up to date. And those are all things we do in the first minute of publishing for someone.
Okay. So with those things, what else have you seen as these are the problems, these are maybe the pain points, or what are you guys trying to solve with your solutions?
Yeah, we started out thinking that there was a lot of information on the web, but we needed to make it so that people could search through it in a faceted way.
Okay.
What we learned with that actually is that there's even more data that's not on the web, things that organizations know internally but haven't yet published. And so we realized that bridge is probably, maybe 8 or 9 times as important as the first bridge we were trying to solve. And that the problem was that in order to go and build this kind of site, you either needed to find a technical co-founder or get board permission or find a dozen coders for a year. And so what we've done is by lowering that barrier, we haven't just, it's an app that you've seen before. It's Yelp, it's Kayak, it's Airbnb, it's Health Grades, it's all these ways that people publish. But we've just made it so that anyone who can write WordPress now can go and create any kind of site like this that they want to using just HTML, JavaScript, CSS, global variables, and some simple command structures.
So it sounds like as a company you've almost built the tool set so that way you guys can almost kind of get out of the way and allow people just to accomplish whatever it is that they need to with their solution.
Yeah, another way to say it is, a lot of people talk about there being a huge scarcity of technical talent. I think a lot of that scarcity could be met if people who were able to lead technical talent actually weren't all trying to build their own fiefdom.
Right.
And so instead trying to go and say, this is code that's going to get written a lot. Let's write it once really, really well, and let's put a set of tools on it, and then let's make it so that no one ever has to code another CRUD app.
Right. Yeah, that's a great perspective. Because that's all you hear about, especially in the data kind of sphere, is that there's not enough talent. We don't have enough people to be able to do the things that we're going to do. So building the tool sets, providing them, great code, go for it, and you're set. I love that. It's good.
Yeah.
Now, where do you guys want to see yourselves in maybe a year or two? You're here at Strata. What are you doing here? Where do you want to go?
So we started hiring salespeople now about 2 months ago, and have started having success there and seeing that close. Right now we power over 1,000 websites and serve over 1 million pages a day. I think with us starting up really a process to grow and build that, we should see that double and triple. The thing that we want to be able to do is extend what we've done even further so that people are able to go and start building their own extensions for their own use case. So I can say here blithely that Airbnb and Yelp are very similar sites in a lot of ways, but being able to prove that to people, being able to have customers and clients who are actually using our platform to build those sites and supporting them as they do it, that's our goal for the next year. Past that, being able to take that kind of functionality and make it available to anyone so that it can be used as an app anytime you want to publish data is our next goal. Looking at what the web has done for the last decade, people have been trying to publish the newspaper in new and more inventive ways with click and drag interfaces and native mobile. And in the same time, the newspaper has fundamentally failed. The sites that have really won are publishing data and helping people make better decisions. Our long-term goal is to support that decision and to see that when people are actually designing products, or when they're putting on conferences, or when they're putting together a membership directory, that they start learning what it is that people want out of all those different types of data, and start building better products and putting on better conferences and attracting better members.
Gosh, I love it. Big vision, going someplace good. I really love it. So thanks for your time, and
Thank you.
Best of luck to you.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks so much.